Howdy, friend. Welcome to Homegrown. I'm your host, R.P. Smith. The big family event this week was for Beth and I to make a quick trip to North Platte to meet our new grandson, Callum Scott Smith. Callum arrived on the 14th, happy, healthy, and with a full head of hair. We were not able to be around when he met his big brother Vance for the first time, but from the looks of the pictures it appears the meeting went well and that their relationship is off to a wonderful start. This morning, a good share of the rest of our family are headed to a Sandhills Lake for our annual family campout. We will sure miss having our daughter-in-law Michaela joining us, but her camping trip in Kuwait is taking priority. We're praying that her service can play a part in keeping things from getting out of hand in that part of the world. That's a pretty tall expectation. It seems like if we are dealing with folks across the world or across the fence, there are always going to be some differences of opinion. Sometimes I do a better job of applying verses like Romans 12:18 than others. If possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. That's a good verse to apply and reminds me of a piece that you haven't heard that I call Cowboy Kindness. I really kind of miss that old coot. He was a friend of my grandpa. When I first summered cows next to him, there was a freeze that would not thaw. I suppose he could have used that grass. He was trying to make a living, too. Seemed I was stepping on landmines with every task that I would do. But he was a friend of my grandpa's, so that made him a friend of mine. 'Cause friendships are much better than feuds to pass on down the line. What Grandpa taught me from the good book is that we must forgive, love the Lord, and love your neighbor is the only way to live. I sure got off on the wrong foot. Of that there is no doubt, though I really am not sure what the anger was all about. I had asked if I could come across him. He said if I stuck to the trail. And I thought that I'd done my part, but somewhere I did fail. There were more cattle than he expected. He felt I'd done him wrong. His face was getting red and his tirade was getting long. I could haul my cattle on a truck. That's what he had to do. Herding cows from point A to B was stupid in his point of view. Don't ask to cross again on land that he did own. He worked hard to buy that place, and I'd best leave him alone. And if I had a cow get on him, he thought that I should know, he would load her up on the trailer. To the sale barn she would go. That was the end of the conversation. He had laid the rules down. If my cow should get on him, I could pick him up in town. For many years I did my level best to try and get along, but it seemed that my best efforts would usually turn out wrong. Bitterness is a wicked weed. In the poorest soil it will grow. What started the crop in his heart I don't suppose I'll ever know. Grandpa said by showing kindness a person heaps on burning coal, and this might burn through the hardness and soften a man's soul. We don't know about the harvest, but we still must do our best. Neighboring with that old boy could put my patience to the test. On occasion I had the privilege of bringing him some joy, sharing the gifts the Lord had given me by letting me cowboy. When he had a cow crawl through on me, I'd sort her back across, then tighten up the fence, which really put him at a loss. What really made my neighbor happy and smile just like a clown, I would sort my coal cows over on his side and let him haul them into town. I'm looking forward to being a part of a couple of fairly local events. On Sunday, August 25th, I will be part of the Cowboy Church service at the Nebraska State Fair in Grand Island. The service will take place at the Family Fun Zone stage at 12 o'clock noon. Then on Tuesday, August 27th, I will be sharing some cowboy poetry at the Off-Broadway Assisted and Independent Living Facility in Broken Bow. This is an invitation to the community to visit the facility, enjoy some entertainment, and free root beer floats. This takes place Tuesday, August 27th at 3 in the afternoon. Hope some of my hometown friends can stop by for a visit. Thanks for riding along on Homegrown this morning. Hoping that the Lord blesses you real good today, that He is raining on your place, and that our happy trails cross again soon. I'm R.P. Smith.